Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony Tias. We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime game, because that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Is of our live free sports picks for the games beginning here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who will be on the show with us here for today. All right, this is Jovan Burts. Got Brian Bitler, Brad Francis, Dave Briggs, Ninos, Zawacky's back. And I'll close this one out. Here's how a little lineup for this evening. Ninos, Briggs, Francis, Burts, and of course Bitler, Zawacky, and then I'll close this one out. All right, good lineup of baseball for tonight. We have 5 games from college football in the big schools against big school lineup, as well as 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. So let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Our premium also contributes to the weekend shows. Big shows coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, so make sure you tune in. Al, what's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you, Tom?
Doing great. All right, here we go. At 7:20 Eastern Time, we have the Braves here hosting the Marlins. The Braves take favorites minus 190. Here, the total 7.
Yeah, a little surprising, this line, at least to me. You know, the Braves, obviously the much better team here, but to see Alcantara as such a big dog is a little shocking. I mean, they are on the road, yes. They are missing a couple of their key bats still, but they've been without them a long time now. And anyways, we're not going to be looking at the offense too much for this pick, at least. And we're just going to hope Alcantara can contain Atlanta's offense, which the way he's pitched this year, I think he can do enough to keep him quiet for at least a little while, and head into the 6th inning with maybe a lead or at least be tied here. As I'll be looking at the Marlins on the run line in the first 5 innings here. It takes away a bit from the value from the money line, but again, I think it's a much safer play because, as I said, the offense still not quite there yet for Miami. But again, with this play, we might not even need to score a run to cash this one. So not gonna worry about the offense, and we're gonna trust Alcantara here to cash this ticket for us.
Yeah, this man is on Alcantara here. Yeah, here Miami Marlins first 5 innings. Get the half run, not lay the run. You get half a run here. We're going to fix that here. So you get the half run because they are the underdog here, and you'll get minus 110. Yeah, you know, interesting there because, as you know, it's very tough to get any runs out of this Marlins team. The offense has not been the greatest. Of course, Charlie Morton is one of those up and down pitchers. When he has his bad days, he'll have his really bad days.
Yeah, certainly, especially lately. He'll still have the occasional, gem that reminds us of who he is, but they've been fewer and farther in between as he goes deeper into his career. And, not his best season. It hasn't been too terrible, but again, getting roughed up a bit lately, giving up 4 runs, 4 earned in his last start against the Cardinals. He should have a better start again against these Marlins, but we're not going to worry about him too much, and we're going to focus on Alcantara tonight and hope he has a great game. And again, I think a run or 2 off Morton here early should definitely give us a lot of cushion for Alcantara to keep. Because I just don't see the Braves just completely going off on him. We saw him struggle against the Dodgers a couple outings ago, but then he came right back outing and pitched a complete game against them, giving up just 1 earned run on 6 hits. 10 strikeouts, just 2 walks against these Dodgers. That's pretty impressive, and I think he does well enough, more than well enough for us to win this in the first 5 at least.
All right, to Al here on the Marlins first 5 run line. So you get plus half a run, minus 110. So after 5, if it's a tie game, you cash. So Marlins up or a tie game, you cash with this one, minus 110 against the Braves. This one will have a start time here of 7:20 Eastern Time. All right, Al, let's take a go by Pick Dogs premium for tonight's action. Full 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. We do have 5 here from college football. Heading into a big college football weekend this weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs premium?
Yeah, we got a bit of both, a bit of baseball, a bit of college football. I got a 3-pack with my 2 best college football bets of the night, along with my best MLB bet. Or if you're just into one sport, I have my best bet from each sport separately. And again, if you're just into that one sport, the season pass is a good thing to look at. Or better yet, grab the long-term passes if you're into all the sports or the 2-for-1 cap specials.
That's right, so guys, get on board here. Over at the Pick Dogs Premium with El Ninos. Of course, tonight's action, 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. So make sure you keep an eye on what Al's doing here. Looking at it, as Al was talking about, the long-term passes would be really good value right now as we're into the weekend. That 3-day All Sports Pass will get you all of Al's plays for 3 days. Would include all of his baseball. Of course, college football would be in play here as we have action here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as well as Labor Day Monday. So a lot of college football here for the next 4 days. Get on board with El Ninos there. He does have a college football MLB a 3-pack together. He's putting together his 2 best college football picks and his best bet from the MLB. Puts it together in one package, $45 credit guarantee. That means the package must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for site credit. So that's what credit guarantee means. So a good time here to get on board with El Ninos here with his 3-pack up there. Does have plays sold individually here on the site, so you could go on board with Al there. And as we talked about, we did mention Al's long-term passes. The 3-day pass will get you through the weekend. If you want to go on longer with that 7-day pass, not only get the weekend of action here from Al, from Al from baseball as well as college football. But again, the NFL will be in play, right? Because the NFL begins here on Thursday with that Rams-Bills and all the college football action next Thursday. So that 7-day pass will be filled with a lot of value there. If you can pick it up, you could use the 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having the show. Continue that. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk with you next week. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
That's right. Should be on Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, with Mitch, Chris, and some of us cappers you see here on the drive-thru. So make sure you tune in early for that one. And as I said, we're talking lots of college football on it, and it'll be NFL soon. So make sure you tune into that.
Yeah, tune in. There'll be a lot of action there on that show. A lot of college football there on the weekend show here on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Right now, keep it up. We'll talk with you again next week.
Have a good one, Tom.
You got it, El Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with the coverage. It is time to welcome in Jay Briggs. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he's done great work over at the site. We got Jay ready to roll now. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on today, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go. Top of the hour, college football back in play here. Old Dominion here hosting Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech road favorites here of 6, total 48.
Yes, sir. Virginia Tech on the road tonight against Old Dominion. And I'm looking at Old Dominion here plus the points, man. Smaller school. I think a lot of people are overlooking this team here. A team that actually finished last season pretty strong, winning 5 of their last 5 games. The team really finished strong last season. Their quarterback really turned it on towards the end of the season. I started to like the way he was playing. And Virginia Tech, they got a new head coach. Brent Sly, he was the defense coordinator at Penn State. And we know that defense is pretty good at Penn State, but this is Virginia Tech. I don't think that, especially here in his first year, I don't think he's going to have the talent to necessarily be laying 6 points on the road. I think they're going to be better than they were this year, but especially here in the opener, and they have a lot of roster turnover too at Virginia Tech. I just don't see them laying 6 here. I can see this being a tighter game than most people think, and I'm taking Old Dominion at home plus the 6 points.
All right, Jay here on Old Dominion plus the 6 here against Virginia Tech. Yeah, Hokies 6-7 team last year. Only 4 starters on offense. I'm a little nervous about their quarterback here. Marshall transfer Grant Wells has not been very accurate to 22 picks over the past 2 seasons. Of course, the lead running back is gone here from Virginia Tech. The defense really hasn't been playing back. Those Beamer ball. We're not seeing. No one talks about that anymore. They don't have those really good front 4. That pass rush that they had back in the day over at Virginia Tech. And of course, the Monarchs are an experienced team with 10 players returning here on offense. I'm with you there. I think there's enough improvement here on offense where they can kind of hang in here and maybe take advantage of this turnover-prone quarterback here, the transfer over for the Hokies.
Me too. And like you said, the quarterback, Old Dominion seen him last year when he was at Marshall, and Marshall won the game, but they went into overtime, and he didn't really have a good game in that showing either. So this Old Dominion team, they didn't have a lot of turnover. They actually bringing back a lot of players from last year. I think they're going to be pretty comfortable here, and I can see them getting this cover here.
All right, Old Dominion plus 6 here. Give it Virginia Tech. This one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs at Premium, where you're showing great results here for 2022. We got a 15-game card here from Major League Baseball here, starting with about half an hour or so, as well as those 5 games here from college football. We have going over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Yeah, Tony, no college football for me today. I gave y'all the one play I was looking at, but I do have 5 MLB plays up there for y'all today. I love tonight's MLB card. There's a lot of gems in there tonight. I think you can pick our spots and make a lot of money. So like I said, I got my Friday money mega pack up there for you guys. I also got a 3-pack up there with 2 totals in there and a run line money maker, so you guys can hop on that. And I got a few plays up there individually. I got my total of the week. I really love this total, man. Y'all need to go hop on that. I think this is an easy cash, easy cover. I almost never have a total of the week, but this one was too easy not to hop on. Hop on my best bet or hop on a 3-day, 7-day, or 30-day. Can't go wrong. NFL right around the corner next Thursday. We less than a week away. I know y'all ready. I'm ready. Time to make us a lot of money there. Hop on that NFL season pass. Pair me in a 2-for-1 capper special with any of these other great cappers on here, man. This the season. College football is here. NFL's here. Baseball playoffs right around the corner. College basketball, NBA right around the corner, man. Hop on the yearly for anybody. Let's keep making this money, man. And the season is here. The season is here.
Yes, it is, guys. Get on board with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs. From showing great results here for 2022. Up there on the board right now. Total of the week up there from Jay does have his $15 premium best bet up there. So a good time to get on board. Remember, these individual plays, these one-day passes are credit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or the amount is credited back into your account for pick credit. So there you go with the credit guarantee there. And as Jay was alluding to, a 5-pack right now up on the board. Now 5-pack plays from Jay here on this baseball card, 15-game card. We're into September, so they call this a stretch run in baseball. So time to get on board here with Jay over at Pick Dogs Premium. Now you see all these individual plays, these 1-pack, single packs. You know, you can get on board here and get that 3-day pass and get all of Jay's plays here for 3 days. Remember, we got baseball here, full cards here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And, of course, we're into that college football. Lots of games. I think there's 50 games, 45 games or so on Saturday. So good time to get on board with that 3-day pass. Of course, there'll be baseball on Sunday, some standalone college football as well on Sunday. But, again, that 3-day pass is a great value right now for the weekend. Get on board. And, of course, you could use the 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value on that 3-day pass. At a cent capper, you can get cappers like, Big Al, Little Al, Jovan, Brian, Rod, Mitch, Brad. Your 2-for-1 capper promotion is your best value over at Pick Dogs. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Keep up the great work. Of course, we've got these weekend shows, these big football weekend shows come up. You going to be guessing on any of them?
Yes, sir. I'll be on there this weekend and Sunday, and I should be moving forward, man. Football season is here. My favorite time of year, man. Let's make some money.
Let's make some money indeed. Jay Briggs here on The Drive. Have a great weekend. We'll talk with you again next week.
See you next week, man.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on The Drive. So let's continue on here with the coverage. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on The Drive. So time to welcome in Brad Francis, if I'm over at Pick Dogs. Also, does the MMA show with Mills. They'll be on the air again tomorrow, right immediately following the morning show. So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you set those notifications so when Brad and Mills are on, you guys could sign in and get those great MMA picks from the UFC. So let's see if we get in Brad right now. Brad, what's happening?
What is up, Tony? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. Here we go, 8 Eastern time. We have Indiana Hoosiers here hosting Illinois. The Hoosiers here holding on, still holding as a favorite, although it's been slipping. -1 now. Total sits 47.5.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Illinois on the money line. That's what I took. If you want the +1, go ahead and do it. But I'm rolling money line. I mean, just from a roster perspective, Illinois has some good playmakers. Illinois running back Chase Brown, he looked great last week. Rushed for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tommy DeVito also looked great. Indiana, their downfall last year was their defense. They looked terrible on defense. They allowed 33.3 points per game, which was the most in the Big Ten. So I expect DeVito and Chase Brown to both have good performances against this defense. Those guys are rolling in with a lot of momentum. They're full of confidence. So I expect those two to have a big game. And, Indiana, they're rebuilding. They have a new quarterback this season, new running back, also brought in a lot of new talent on defense. So, look, who knows how these guys are going to play out, but I think it does take some time for all these guys to find chemistry together. Indiana, they were 2-10 last year. I expect another rough year. I just don't see a a high future for these guys. When it comes to Illinois, man, some trends here. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 Big Ten games, and they've covered 4 straight games on the road. So they've played well on the road. I expect them to win. I think Vegas got this one wrong. This line is a little fishy. I'm not going to lie. That's why it's not a premium pick, but kind of too hard for me to pass up. So I'm laying some cash on the Illinois money line for tonight's game.
All right, Brad, here on Illinois money line minus 105 here against Indiana. Yeah, Bielema's building that offensive line, building a run team over there over at Illinois. We saw them beat Wyoming last week. Remember, Wyoming's also a rebuilding team. They were very inexperienced on the offensive and defensive line, and Illinois was pretty much able to run at them and just dominate that game here. And they rushed for 260 yards in that victory there, so that was a good performance here for Illinois, averaging over 6 yards a carry on the ground in that game, right? 260 yards on 41 carries. That's over 6 yards a carry, 6.5 yards a carry. So that was impressive running. As you mentioned, Brad, the defense was really bad here. It really comes down to the line play here for Illinois. They dominate that offensive line, tire out Indiana late. You could see them covering, run. You could see them going away late. Yeah,
man, that's what I'm saying. I mean, who knows how these new guys on Indiana are going to play, but I mean, if we're looking at last year, I mean, Wyoming's not good. That team Illinois beat last week, but man, they were able to run that ball like it was nothing. So I expect them to come out, maybe have a touchdown, 10-point lead at halftime, and we're going to be feeling good going into the second half. So that's kind of how I see this game going.
I think you're looking here at ball possession with Bielema. Second half ball possession with the lead, converting those third downs, getting those good yardage on first downs, making your series a lot easier. Illinois here, money line minus 105 here against Indiana. This one will have a start time of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Put up the NFL numbers because NFL is just a week away, but we're in the now. So if we have a 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. Also in play, 5 games from college football, preceding a huge college football weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time to be a sports fan today. I got my favorite MLB premium pick, and I got my favorite college football premium pick. And then this weekend, I already got an MMA pick up there if you want to get some MMA action for tomorrow. And then I have 7 games that I absolutely love for tomorrow's college football slate. Currently in the process of putting those premiums in right now, so check that out. As Jay Briggs says, tis is the season, man. It's the best time of the year in my opinion. So a long-term pass is a great deal. Team me up with any cappers, any of that, man. We're here to win, so let's get it.
Let's get it, guys. Get on board here with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs. A premium showing good results here in NFL. NFL is on the mind here as we're not too far away here from the start of the season. But get on board tonight. A 5-star college football play, a $15 special. Of course, the cappers can designate a play as a $15 premium. He has it up there right now. Credit guarantee must win or the amount you purchased is credited back into your account for site credit. So there you go with the credit guarantee here on that $15 premium college football pick, as well as action here on a fired up Friday MLB play. Also a lot of premium picks up there here as well from Brad. So good time to get on board with Brad Francis. Again, we've talked about here we are on a Friday. This very popular. The 3-day passes are very popular at this time of the week because you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday action. You get all of Brad's plays. Let's tell you the next 3 days, big Major League Baseball cards. Right, we're in the stretch run now. Also, college football. We got the action tonight as well as tomorrow. A big card tomorrow for college football. Of course, Brad is in action here. UFC action here as well on Saturday. So keep an eye on his member area if you find some premiums. I know they give a lot of free picks on their live show, but if there's a premium, that'll be also part of that pass. So 3-day all sports pass, your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium right now. You can match them up with the second capper with that 2-point cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Brad, it's always great having this show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk Monday. But before, I know you and Mills are ready for that UFC show on Saturday, right after the morning show.
Yes, sir. Yeah, me and Mills tomorrow. Best in the business. Tai Tuivasa versus Cyril Gane. That's who headlines tomorrow's card, and it's a fun card. Been doing my research the last few days, and got some great free picks that I'm ready to give out to you guys. So right after the morning show, we're gonna hop on. The card starts early, so just be ready right after that morning show. Me and Mills will be live.
Yeah, Mills and Brad live right after the morning show. Make sure you set those notifications. Be live with them so you can bet in the best numbers when they give out those great picks on their UFC show on Saturday. All right, Brad, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we will talk with you. We'll talk with you again. There we go. We'll talk with you again on Monday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good week, my man.
You got it, Brad Francis here on the drive through. Let's continue our coverage. Seen a lot of people signed in tonight. If you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive through. It is now time to welcome Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also contributes to the weekend show as well as his parlay of the day. So check out this parlay video. So if you're coming into a weekend, should be really, really exciting here. So we'll go ahead and welcome in Jovan Burts right now here into the drive through. Let's see if we get him ready to roll here. I think we're set to go. Here's Jovan. Jovan, what's happening?
It's college football's here. Tonight's a pretty decent slate. Just a few games, but then tomorrow's the big day, so it's a big weekend.
Yep, it is. It's certainly a big weekend of action. Of course, we got college football. Can't forget about the stretch run here in Major League Baseball. We got a team here trying to help their position in the wild card chase, the Padres, as they're going to be on the road here facing the Dodgers in this one at 10 Eastern time. The Dodgers favored here, minus 165, total of 8.
Yeah, and I'm on the Dodgers once again. This time I'm on them on the first 5 run line, so that's half a run, minus half a run. The Padres, they're playing good. They're playing to try to put themselves back in position, to solidify a wild card slot. They won 5 out of the last 6 games. They're playing some real good ball, hitting the cover off the ball, especially against lefties. Lefties, unless they're going to face a reliever tonight. But, the fact of the matter is they're playing the Dodgers. The Dodgers own them. And until the Padres show otherwise, I'm on the Dodgers in this one. Like I said, I'm reducing this to first 5, but the Dodgers have won 8 out of the last 10. 8 out of the last 10 meetings, and it just seems like it's a never-ending story with these two teams. No matter how good the Padres are, how good they get, they just get reminded that they're not the Dodgers. It's as simple as that. Now we have Yu Darvish on the mound for the Padres going up against Dustin May, and the last few starts for Darvish, he's given up 3 and 4 runs. That's not going to cut it. He's going to need a pitcher gem. The Dodgers, they just came off of losing 2 straight in New York against the Mets. A hard-fought series where they lost the series battle 1 game to 2. So they're going to be chomping at the bit. They have Dustin May on the mound. Dustin May's only started 2 games this season, so he's fresh. As far they just run into a bad spot, I believe, in this one. So I believe that Yu Darvish gives up several runs, whether it's 3 or 4 runs, and I believe Dustin May doesn't, and that's just going to cash us early. Through the end of 5, the Dodgers have a lead, and that's that. So the Dodgers are the play.
All right, Dodgers first 5 here on the run line. Lay the half runs, minus 150 against the Padres. The Dodgers will get their first 5 at bats. They have to have a lead of 1 or greater at the end of 5 innings for this to cash here when you take them on the run line. But just looking at some of the numbers here in this one, you do have Dustin May, whose strikeout numbers were pretty impressive. So that was a concern right before the injury, because he started last year. He had his walk rate his strikeout rates were low. They're trying to get him to increase the strikeout rate. Then he got hurt. We're seeing the strikeout rate again here at a high number for May at almost 32%, which is outstanding. And of course, the Padres did have success against San Francisco, but the Dodger bats are different than the Giants bats. Right? The Giants are hitting like under 200 over the past 5 games. This was a ice cold team, a freezer team coming in that series. This is a different Dodger team. Of course, the Padres, there are some things working against them, but this is some full game stats. So you'll see how it factors into the first 5, and they are 60-39. Well, they're not going to have to worry about a bullpen. That was a kind of a bullpen stat, but Darvish, team record behind Darvish in his past 11 road divisional games, just 2-9. Dodgers 17-4 when they're favored at home by minus 125 to minus 175, and we're looking at about a minus 154 in some places right now. So they pretty much, you said, the Dodgers to kind of take care of business in these spots, against when they're favored here at home.
Yeah, and the bottom line is that it's a big brother, little brother situation that we have going on with the Dodgers and the Padres, and until the Padres can show that they can to go, and this is in Chavez Ravine. Until they could show that they could go there and win, convincingly, then I'm all over the Dodgers. When it comes to these two teams, it's sort of like the Yankees and Red Sox, back in the day. You know, no matter how good the Red Sox were, they found a way to lose, or the Yankees were able just to run roughshod over them, and it took a Herculean effort to, get over that hump. And then after that, all the demons are exercised. So that's how I look at this series, with between these two teams.
All right, we got Jovan here on the LA Dodgers. The run line in the first 5 innings, late the half run, -115 against the Padres. This is your late game at 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium tonight. So remember, we have the college football numbers here from last year. We had a really great performance, showing great results over the last 30 days. All right, Jovan, 15-game card here from Major League Baseball, as well as 5 here, big school versus big school college football. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, so it's Friday, so you know what that means. Time to take flight on these books for my Take Flight Friday 3-pack, 3 college football plays that I particularly like. I believe it's going to cash. What's the cash? I'm going to love it. I have an extra play, so that's 4 plays in total in college football. Tomorrow I have a boatload of games also that's set to cash. No MLB, so if you're looking for MLB, don't look for me. It's college football. It's here, baby. So you can also check me out on my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day, my yearly. Match me with one of the other handicappers for the 2-for-1 capital promotional. Check out the season passes. It's all here, Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Let's get it, guys. Got on board with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Supreme. You see a good college football result last year, showing profit here the last 30 days as well. So get on board with Jovan. He's got a college football 3-pack up there right now. $39 credit guarantee, which means this must show a profit or the amount you purchased is credited back into your account for side credits. That's what credit guarantee means. Plays are also offered individually here. A lot of college football up here from Jovan. If you're looking for long-term passes, you can get on board with Jovan's 30-day all sports pass. You get all of Jovan's plays for 30 days, all his college football, baseball, and of course the NFL's in action as the NFL begins on Thursday. So you got 3 sports in action. So right now is a great time to get these long-term passes. It's your best value with all these sports overlapping. We got the stretch run in baseball in this 1-month pass. The first 3 weeks of NFL, first 4 weeks here of college football with that 1-month all sports pass. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jovan, it's always great having you show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk a little bit later on the recap, but I know you also contribute with your parlay video and on the weekends.
Yeah, per usual, got the parlay jumping off. The parlay's been hitting, so that's always a positive. Hitting more times than not. That's all I care about. Go to the window, cash it, get that money. But tomorrow and Sunday have free picks for the public, and on this show Mondays and Fridays. So there's always a lot of free picks to be had on my side.
That's right.
So there it is.
There it is. So Jovan Burts. All right, Jovan, keep it up. We'll talk with you in a little bit.
Absolutely, I'll be here.
You got Jovan Burts here on the drive to. That's right, guys. Remember the morning shows, 10 a.m. Eastern time on the weekends. We got you don't want to miss it on Saturday. Big college football show with Mitch and Chris. A lot of the drive-through cappers coming on. We got some. I was talking to some of the guys here during the show. A lot of them will be appearing. So make sure you tune in. Guys like Big Al, Jovan, Little Al, Rod's on that show. I know. Who was Sean Murphy and Dana Lang were going to make an attempt to reach out to Mitch to get on them. So a lot of the cappers are looking to get on the show here for the weekends. It's the weekend show, 10 a.m. Eastern time here on Saturday and Sunday. But this Saturday is a huge college football show, so make sure you guys tune in to that one. A lot of free picks here. Get acquainted with these new teams. There's a lot of movement here in these off season with coaching, with the transfer portal, with assistant coaching. Sometimes it's the assistants that have the biggest impact on these teams that we saw there with West Virginia with that new upstyle offense. The coach didn't change, but the assistant changed, right? Sometimes you guys miss that. We got guys just looking for head coaching changes. Hey, some of the guys have the biggest impact are those coordinators. So again, our cappers are really on top of this, guys. So make sure you guys check out the show. 10 a.m. Eastern time here on the morning show. Let's continue on here on the drive. So let's go ahead and welcome in Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he does great work up there. Let's see if we can bring him in right now. We'll get Brian here in just a second. I think we're ready to roll here. Here he is, Brian Bitler. Brian, what's happening?
I'll tell you what, we got some real heavy hitters to close out the show with Jovan, me, and then my guy, Hot Rod Zawacky here. Definitely a good Friday night. I'm excited about college football tomorrow. Definitely big games on the card. So I'm not going to be able to sleep well tonight because it's going to be all-day college football tomorrow. For sure.
Yeah, all-day college football. The preparation begins now, so get ready to roll here with the games. And, of course, tonight we're going to look at baseball. Got a team with a surprise team. This is Brian's team last year. The Orioles here will be hosting the Athletics. The Baltimore Orioles here, look at this, minus 165 in this when the total sits here at 8.
Yeah, the Orioles is still my team this season. It's just you got to pick and choose towards the end of the year because they're making that playoff push, and sometimes the lines aren't going to be as friendly. As far as this one goes, I'm going to go with the under in the Baltimore Orioles-Oakland A's game. It is a little bit of a public play, though. Got my guy Dean Kramer on the mound. He's been sturdy for the Orioles, 6-4, 3.24 ERA here, and a WHIP of just 1.22. J.P. Sears for the Oakland A's, excellent 26-year-old rookie, 43 and a third innings pitched, 2.29 ERA, and a WHIP of 1.11. The Orioles had the fourth best bullpen ERA in baseball. I think that's going to really help this game to get under. The under's 8-1 in the Oakland A's last 9 against American League East teams. And the Baltimore's last 17 games overall, 14 of them have gone under the total. So I know this is only at 8, but I don't see any reason with the offense of the Oakland A's, the pitching on both sides. I think we should have an easy under night for Friday.
All right, Brian here going under the total here with the Athletics and Orioles. Yeah, Sears has been pitching well, getting good results. Even with the high contact, the 15% strikeouts, keeps the walks down under 8%, gets the ground balls, limits the home run. And, of course, Kramer up the mound has put up good numbers here as well. Limits the walks, limits the home runs. That's the key there with these young guys. Don't put guys on base, and they're doing that. And, of course, the Orioles, have a little struggles here against lefties, just 167 over their past 10. Athletics, as we know, they couldn't hit right-handers most of the season over the last 10 games, just 217. Baltimore, against some of these poor offensive teams, they get outscored by at least half a run this season. They've been 19-6 to the under. And, of course, the Athletics 32-21 to the under when they face a pretty good AL starter here with a WHIP of 1.30 or better. So things seem to be pointing here, Brian, to this under.
I really think runs are going to be tough to come by here. I mean, Baltimore, I wouldn't be surprised to see them losing this game. I mean, being down in this game late and having to come back in typical Orioles fashion here, maybe a one-run late inning walk-off here. But I think it's going to be a 3-2 type of ball game tonight.
Athletics, Orioles under total of 8 runs. This one to have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Pin for tonight's action. We do have a 15-game card here from Major League Baseball set to start here in just a few minutes with game number 1 on this big card. I think the Rockies and Reds are getting ready here at warm-ups here. But anyway, we have 5 more from college football preceding a huge day on Saturday with college football. What do you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I tell you what, I need to bounce back in college football. I got nipped a little bit last couple of games, but I got my college football titanium play. My best bet overall, just $15 at pickdogs.com. It's a college football winner. Overall, I got 5 total plays. If you want my 3-pack, my 3 baseball best bets, I believe it's called my Friday Night Feast, just $50 and guaranteed to profit or you get a credit return. That's
right, guys. I get on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. He's got his titanium wager up there right now, $15 for his premium pick here from college football. Also action here with a pound zone play, Friday picks as well. So a lot of individual plays, but then he puts everything together in a Friday Night Feast 3-pack. His 3 top MLB picks are on the board right now from Brian. Get on board with that. Of course, all these individual plays and one-day passes are credit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or the amount you purchased is credited back in your account for site credits. So get on board there. Of course, the 3-pack, but the longer-term passes are not because they're sold at discounts like the 3-day All Sports Pass from Brian. You get Brian's 3-day pass. We'll get you all of Brian's plays here for 3 days. It's a big weekend here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have big in action here with Major League Baseball. Also in action here with college football. That big card here for Saturday. You can get on board with that as well. And, of course, we got college football standalone game on Sunday. Of course, the college basketball action for tonight. 3-day All Sports Pass for best value right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian, it's always great having the show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again on Monday.
Look forward to seeing you. Look forward to seeing you on Monday. Have a great weekend and lots of W's for you, Tony.
You as well, Brian.
See it this weekend.
That's right. We're gonna knock it out, knock them dead this weekend. You too. Brian Bitler here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage, guys. We're seeing a lot of people sign in. If you missed any of our picks, we will do a recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Let's go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacky. Hopefully fully recovered now. We've missed him for a few days, but he's back ready to roll here. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also contributes to the weekends, so you want to tune in 10 a.m. Eastern time here for that big college football show here on Saturday for tomorrow. But let's go ahead and bring in Rod Zawacky. We're ready to roll here. We got a college football play here from Rod just in the nick of time. This game's starting with about 15 minutes or so. So good timing here to bring Rod in right now. So let's bring in Rod Zawacky. Let's go rolling with Rod. Rod, how you doing?
Doing good, Tony. Did you hear the news? They might expand this college. Could be expanded to 12 teams.
It's going to happen.
2026 is what I've heard.
Well, they changed
maybe as soon as 2024, but by 2026.
Yeah, 2012 was the first news, and then about 5 minutes later, they changed it to 2024. That was too long, so they said 2024. But then another report came out that said
we don't want to wait that long.
Yeah, we're not going to wait that long, and they saw that they changed that right away. But then again, it said as soon as possible. That means it could even be next season. So that's what they said. So as soon as possible. I mean, listen. College football, the NCAA, they don't want to lose control. They're trying to get control back, right? They're getting worried about all these teams jumping ship, and then losing control and having them leave the NCAA. The college football community, those guys will be out of work. They want those big fat paychecks, so they needed to respond with something big here, and they did.
And they did, yeah. So hey, more football for us to bet on, and more later playoff games that with a little more meaning. Exciting. I love it. I love that idea of having more teams make the playoffs in college football. That's an awesome thing.
That's right, and of course that really maybe looks at the future of the Rose Bowl. People wasn't sure about that Rose Bowl game, but maybe now that factors into this now with all these changes. But anyway, Rod, we got college football in the minds here. Just about 15 minutes from now, Michigan State takes the field after a really good campaign last year. They'll be hosting Western Michigan here. Michigan State 21.5 up there, maybe 21 if you do your shopping. I'll look at. I got a live line feed here for several books here, but anyway, we got Michigan State favorite here, total 54.5.
Yeah, and you look at these two teams here. I think you got two teams that are trending in the opposite directions here. You look at Western Michigan, player back here, and they're going to probably start someone with very little experience. We got Jack Skolpeck. He's going to get the start for Western Michigan. So that offense is definitely going to struggle out of the gates for them to score and put up a whole pile of points. little underlining thing here, you got the quarterback for Michigan State, Thornton. He's going to face off against his dad. Calling for the Western Michigan Broncos as offensive coordinator there. As he says, it's not going to bother me. He goes, my family's more excited than anybody else. But for me in this one, you look, I think, as we say early in the year in college football, both the defenses usually are ahead of the goings-on here. And you look, same thing, both of these teams, they offensive have some question marks. You look, Michigan State will be without their top running guy, who we know went up in Walker the third there. So you're gonna have a new guy there starting for Michigan State. And Michigan State, they also lost 3 of their offensive linemen as well. So did the Broncos. They lost 3 offensive linemen. So the offense is definitely gonna take some work to getting caught up and getting with the speed of games. But the defense is on both of these sides. We know Western Michigan. They return a whole lot of their starters as well from one of the top defenses in the MAC. State, same with them. They return 7 of its top 8 defensive guys. So for me, this is going to be an old school grudge game where you got like running, field position, punts in the corners. I don't see a whole lot of scoring. I love the under 54.5 in this one. I'm surprised it's as high as what it is. I think we easily get under the total in this one. So I'm going to take the under Michigan State, Western Michigan grudge game where the defenses shine here tonight.
All right, Rod, here on under here, 54.5, Michigan State and Western Michigan. That's right, Western Michigan comes in here really inexperienced. 4 starters on offense, only 2 starters returning that offensive line, a redshirt freshman at quarterback, and you've got this Michigan State pass rush with those edge rushers. And, their pass defense wasn't the greatest last year. The run defense was awesome. But again, I don't know if he's going to have the time to exploit the secondary for Western Michigan's quarterback here to have time, because you've got an a mid-major that's inexperienced here at quarterback, a mid-major that's inexperienced here on the offensive line, facing a Spartans team that they're built as a solid defense. All of the pass defense struggled last year. The run defense was good. And of course, you do have that good line.
And you look at the pass defense on Michigan State. They returned a bunch of those guys from last season, so they'll be improved from what they were last season. And just like I said, I think Skolpek's going to be in trouble. I think he's going to be running for his life all day in this one. I think it's going to be tough for Michigan.
All right, let's take a look here at the live line right now. I'm looking here at my live numbers. Of course, the number we have here at 54.5, and of course, as we're getting near time, I'm seeing some jumps here. You're going to see the market move here to about 55.5, as one of the market leaders is now 55.5. I don't know what these people are seeing, Rod. There's some so-called sharp around town betting over. What do you think about this?
Yeah, see, I don't see it. I don't see Michigan State and drubbing Western Michigan. I don't see it. If they get out to a lead and I think they hit the cruise button. I don't see them hitting the pound town train to blow out the Broncos here. And the Broncos, this could be a look ahead spot as well. They got a big MAC game next week. I think they're looking forward to that game as more, especially if they get down early in this one and you're down by a bit. I think even they're going to take their foot off the offense and just run the ball and not try a whole lot of tricks.
Michigan State to me doesn't seem like a team that's going to score 50. They don't just come across to me as a team that, because I really think Western Michigan is going to have trouble scoring. Maybe one field goal. I think that's how tough it's going to be here. For
right?
Because but Michigan State doesn't look to me like a team that's going to go up and put up 50.
They get lucky and get one. So yeah, right. I just don't see it. I scoring enough to be able to get this over. And then the Broncos scoring? Low scoring game.
Yeah, I no doubt there here. Michigan State, Western Michigan under total 54.5. But do your shot, because we're going to see this line probably hit 55, and I'm seeing 55.5. So check your line there.
So
yeah,
it's going up, and which to me, I'm like, okay, I'll take the under. I'll take the 55.5.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And of course, we're getting near kickoff time, so there could be some public money also moving that up, because they love to bet the overs for those TV games. Under 54.5, but shop and get a better number. This one will have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for action for tonight. We're putting the college football up from last year, because you had a fantastic season, showing great profit here over the past 30 days. 15, well, down to 14 games now on the card for Major League Baseball. Had that 6:40 game start. We also have 5 games here on the board here from college football. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And going over at Pick Dogs Premium, we had a nice night last night in college football, so let's continue moving along there and stiff arming your books, as you've seen what we did last year. Let's continue rolling along there. I got a nice 3-pack. You can get my Friday Night Lights, and that'll get you all 3 of my college football plays for tonight. Or if you just want my top-rated play in my MLB blank check, I got going tonight. Absolutely love that play in baseball tonight. Or if you want, I've got 5 plays in total tonight, and you can get them all in my take package, which gives you all 5 of my best bets that I've got going in tonight's action. You can head on over and scoop that up, or like I said, I've got at least 5 plays that I'm going to be putting in right after we get off the air here into the premium show for tomorrow's college football action. So your best bet, grab one of those 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day. We're going to kick off September like we did in August, and pound those bookies and make you some money. That's what I love to do. Who doesn't? Come on, kick aboard. We also got the 2-for-1 capper deal. Can't go wrong with that, with another one of the hot cappers that have been hot. As you can see on the leaderboards there, now lots of hot cappers over here at Big Dogs. And don't forget, use WIN15 and you get 15% off all your purchases over at Big Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. I got on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. Good. Coming off a really great college football season last year, right in the thick of it now. So get on board. Showing great profit over the last 30 days. Of course, Rod does have his Friday Night Lights triple, a 3-pack right now here from college football. Get on board. Affordable pricing here at $40. Credit guarantee means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for side credits. Win 15 will knock off 15% off that price as well. So get on board there. Rod Steak Friday blank check, a 5-pack as well up there. Remember, these individual plays and these one-day passes are credit guarantee. So that one is also credit guarantee with the Steak Friday blank check 5-pack. Individual plays up there as well from Rod. As Rod was mentioning, the long-term pass. You want to try them out for 3 days? Why not, right? We got great action here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. College football on the board here for all 3 days. Big cards here from Major League Baseball. I know there's WNBA playoff Sunday. If Rod sees action there, if he sees an edge, he'll be in play. You just got to check your members area because Rod will get peripheral on us. He'll start looking, maybe he'll get off the train. He'll start going on the side track and look at WNBA, UFC. Right? So he'll stop and he'll take some different angles here. But again, he follows it very closely, CFL as well. So if he sees something there, and he'll fire in, right, Rod?
Oh, yeah, definitely. If I find something that is going to make us some money, I'm definitely going to fire in and want you guys aboard to make that money.
Rod has peripheral vision.
That's what we're doing. That's what I love to do. Let's make some money.
Yeah, Rod comes in with peripheral vision, so he sees the whole sports landscape out there, and you'll be able to get on board there with Rod. Remember that Win 15 promo will save you 15% off. If you get one of those long-term passes, we're talking about the 3-day pass, 30-day pass, a lot of 4 weeks, the next 4 weeks of college football, 3 weeks of NFL. NFL starts a week from, well, actually on Thursday. We're 6 days away from the start of the NFL. So get on board there with Rod with the long-term pass.
And then a few weeks later, we get hockey coming back. So.
That's right. The training camps. Yep. That hockey's going to get on the board here. So a lot of action. We're going to get right into it. And, of course, this is the stretch run of baseball. Don't forget all these wild card chases here, the division championships. Lots on the board here as baseball is going to start to intensify during the week. I know we focus here on the weekends with college football, but the baseball will intensify during the week. You know that with all these stretch runs, this stretch run we're into right now. So get on board with Rod and get signed up. All right, Rod, it's always great having you on the show. Have a great night. We'll talk with you again next week. And I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me here, Tony, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning. So tune in. That's going to be exciting and a fun show for the first big kickoff of football. I know we did week 0 last week and got a nice winner there. So definitely tune in, and we'll get you another winner there as well. Maybe 2 or 3.
That's right.
Sometimes Mitch likes to pry them out of me, so you never know. He might get 2 or 3 like he did last time. I'm sure he got a bonus play out of me last
That's
week,
right.
So he'll pry in there and get me in for another bonus player too. So love getting you guys winners. So definitely tune in tomorrow morning, and we'll get some more winners.
More winners here from Ron. Let's continue here on the drive-thru. Let's get to overtime Ice Pick now. And it's now we'll go ahead and get my game information up. I'll get myself on the screen. We're going to make this one quick because we're up against it here, guys. So let's go ahead and get my pick here. We're looking here in the Phillies and the Giants game. But this one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. I'll be on the Phillies here in this one. The Phillies here at plus the 100 is the price, in which it's I think it's pretty fair considering how poorly this Giants team has played. I mean, it's just been. I know they have Cobb on the mound, one of their top pitchers, but he doesn't get the run support, and he does sometimes pitch into bad luck in this spot. Gibson will be on the road here for Philadelphia. ERA just over 4, whip of 1.20, 20% strikeouts. Cobb does have that ERA near 4, though. That's the concern. Does get the ground balls. Of course, the Phillies did get that big run outburst against Arizona, but the fact is here, the Giants have lost 7 straight. They get swept in the 3-game series at home to San Diego. The Giants 14-30 when facing a pitcher with a whip of 1.25 or better. So here we go. You get a pitcher who's of quality on the mound. And team record behind Cobb, 4-10 when he faces a team that hits 255 or worse on the season, at least 255. He's 4-10. And the past 10 games, Giants just 199 against right-handers. The Phillies here to play at plus 100. Guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I got a 3-pack up there with baseball and a college football in a 3-pack. And my standalone play, my $15 premium pick is up there as well. Get signed up. Win 15 at checkout will save you 15% off. Also get a long-term pass for me, 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. All my premium plays for that period of time you select when you go to the Handicapper page and make that purchase. All right, let's continue on here. Now time for the recap. Jovan will join me for this. Ninos got us started. Marlins first 5. The run line laid the half run, minus 110 against the Braves. Jay was on Old Dominion, plus 6 against Virginia Tech. Brad was on Illinois, money line, minus 105 against Indiana. Jovan, Dodgers first 5 innings, run line, lay the half run, minus 115 against the Padres. Brian was on the Orioles Athletics under 8. Roz likes Michigan State, Western Michigan under 54.5. But do your shopping because you can find some 55s out in the marketplace, as we talked about. There was a big sharp move on that one. We also have here myself on the Phillies plus 100 against the Giants. All right, Jovan, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, I like a few of these, but I'm gonna go with Brian's pick, the Orioles A's under.
Yeah, that one kind of stood out to me as well, the way that they played. But I'm going to look here. I'm going to go with Brad here with the Illinois money line here against Indiana. I still don't really like what I saw from this Hoosier team last year, and I like what Bilham is doing here with this program, trying to build it up and get that lead and play that ball control. And I think this works against Wyoming team and against Indiana bad defense. I think the bad defense is this is what suckers them in, that ball control, those big gains on first down, and you just kind of just slowly bleed this team to death here with those first downs late in the game, especially against Indiana. And in fact, Illinois does have a game in hand, having that experience, on-field experience, and the conditioning of playing that game. So Illinois. That'll do it here, guys, for this edition here of the Drive-Thru. Be sure to tune in again on Monday live at 6 Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in all our cappers in from Pick Dog Sports Chat Place. Give out live free picks for the games in prime time. Don't forget, every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time, it's the morning show. You want to tune in on Saturday. It's the college football show. College football heavy. Big cards up there. All the cappers, many of your favorite cappers on that show with Chris and Mitch. You got you've got Jovan. You got Rod Zawacky, Big Al McMorty, Little Al. You'll see Brad Francis on there on occasion. You'll see Mills on there. There are a lot of guys on there, so make sure you tune in live 10 a.m. Eastern time. Don't forget to check out Jovan's Parlay of the Day. Ron Romanelli's rundown with his baseball. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, and all the free picks over there by Chris and Mitch. So check it out. All right, that'll do it for the night show. Let's bring in our cappers from today. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow live. We'll talk to you guys again on Monday live at 6 Eastern.